A drive-in wedding, Trump and the virus, and the Prime Minister's speech. This is your TLDR News daily briefing for Tuesday, October the 6th. Now, we all know that the pandemic has affected all of our big plans. Any big holidays, parties, birthdays and events have indefinitely been put on hold. But, as the pandemic shows no sign of being over yet, people are trying to find inventive ways around the current regulations. In a previous daily briefing, we discussed the drive-in panto that is gearing up to be ready for the Christmas season. Well, in a similar vein, a couple from Chelmsford have hosted a wedding for 250 people by putting up a big screen and letting people watch from their cars. The couple did a tour of the venue in a golf buggy, waving to all those that attended. Additionally, guests could order food from an app from their cars. It seems like this COVID-secure wedding could catch on, as the events manager has already received emails from couples asking for the event to be replicated for them. Maybe this will be the standard wedding ceremony for the foreseeable future. In US news today, Donald Trump has been sent back to the White House after a short stint in hospital. Although he has tested positive for the virus, his doctors insisted he had only a mild reaction. Trump has tried to demonstrate that his experience with the virus shows that he's been a leader, undeterred by danger. This is best shown through the claim that I stood out front, I led, nobody that is a leader would not do what I did. He also used the opportunity to downplay the severity of the virus by telling Americans not to let the virus dominate your lives. He went on to claim that the US has the best medicines in the world, they're all getting approved, and the vaccines are coming momentarily. With the election on the horizon, Trump is likely trying to demonstrate that the US has managed to relegate the virus from a society-halting killer to a mild inconvenience through scientific development under his leadership. The 3rd of November election will show exactly how successful this strategy is. In UK news today, the Prime Minister has addressed the Conservative Party conference. In this speech, he spoke about the need to build back better, in other words, to use the coronavirus to improve the country. He said that he specifically wanted to reform our system of government, to renew our infrastructure, to spread opportunity more widely and fairly, and to create the conditions for a dynamic recovery that is led not by state but by free enterprise. He also spoke of transforming Generation Rent into Generation Buy through the introduction of 5% deposit mortgages. The aim is to get young people on the property ladder. Johnson also said that next time the conference meets, he expects people to be seated in the audience. So, at the very least, hopefully, social contact will be back to how it was by this time next year. For those of you who think the news is too long, be sure to check out tomorrow's daily briefing. Read the newsletter by signing up at tldrnews.co.uk/daily. Listen to the briefing by searching for TLDR News in your podcast app, or watch the briefing at youtube.com/TLDR Daily.
The Daily Briefing is a TLDR News podcast brought to you by 326 Limited. It was written and recorded by Ben Blissett, production assistance comes from Jack Kelly, and the executive producer of The Daily Briefing is Jack Kelly. Learn more about TLDR News at tldrnews.co.uk or by searching for TLDR on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram or Facebook.